Hey guys, welcome to another review from yours truly, the Texan Camper. Today I'm going to be showing you the Ikea make-it-yourself or do-it-yourself wood-burning stove that I'm going to be using here to demonstrate for you. I picked this guy up from Ikea, and it's originally was supposed to be for keeping utensils, spatulas and whatnot in it, but today we are going to be repurposing this to make it a wood burning stove. Now what I have inside of this wood burning stove is, you can see it's got a lot of space in it, and what I have in here is the Stanley cook set, along with butane burner, which I'll show you what I'm going to use that for. Of course, it comes with a little coffee mug and a little burner stove here. But this right here could be used as a wood burning stove to put your wood in here, create a fire, and put your pot here for boiling water and cooking. As you can see, it's got holes all the way around it for airflow. I've seen a lot of videos where people will make something like this out of a can of soup or whatnot. That's pretty time consuming. You can get kind of messy. I found this for like $5, so I'm going to demonstrate to show you how this could be used as a camp stove. This is roughly about 8 inches, probably about 5 inches or so. It's pretty lightweight, stainless steel, so if you're a light packer you can put this in your backpack easily. Of course, the Stanley stove can fit inside of there, which you would use to cook, and then you'd have your tent stakes that you would sit it on like so. So give me a minute, we'll get this prepped up and see what we can do with it. Alright, here we are now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get a sustained fire started using this new little camp stove. What I'm going to do is take the tinder, put it inside. I'm going to use the butane cook set there to get the fire initially started. Of course, you don't have to do it this way. It could be a quick way of getting your fire started. This tinder bundle can get started by using the little butane lighter there. Once it gets going, obviously you would take out your butane and save your fuel, because then the fire will become self-sustaining and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and get that started by putting my dry tinder in like so. See, it's already going. Look at that. So as you can see, the fire's already roaring and ready to rock and roll. And once, of course, that gets sustained and everything, I'll obviously take the butane off, but you can see just how quick it gets it going there. Looks like it's going pretty good. So, but you get the idea of how that works. You can start it the old-fashioned way, but that could take a little bit longer depending on the time frame. If you're just relaxing, you don't need to get anything going, you know. You don't mind using your butane fuel, this works out excellent. So, as you can see what's happening. Now I'm going to turn the fuel off and see if it stays on. As you can see, it's good to go. Now, the tent stakes are what comes in here. You can see these tent stakes. Let that fire go for a minute. It's kind of hot. I should have put the stakes in beforehand, but what you can do is you put the stakes through the holes and they form a platform for your pot to sit on, if it's smaller than the opening, obviously. Now once that cools down, I'll come back and we'll show you what the tent stakes look like inside of there. Now once your fire is good to go, I kind of put it out right now. I don't need to have a fire going in my backyard, but once the fire is good and going and you sustain enough coals and whatnot to do your thing after you've got it started, then you simply would take a pot of your choice. I'm using the Stanley as an example. We'll go over this little good guy here in a little bit, another review. But you would simply set it on top of the tent stakes to support the weight. So if you're boiling water or cooking whatnot using this, it comes in handy. So you can see that's what the tent stakes are for. So obviously when there's a fire going and sustained, obviously, then you could boil and cook and whatnot using this little thing. Now this is super wide, so the Stanley cup fits inside of it along with the butane, the little cooking stove top that goes on top of the butane, and then of course you got your tinder so you can keep feeding the fire as you go. But I just wanted to show you guys this Ikea trick that I found, and I think this thing only cost me $5. I will find the link and I will put it in the description box so you guys can purchase one and do what I did, just repurpose it. The cool thing about all those holes is that there allows airflow to go through it to feed the fire, and got yourself a nice little wood stove. Hope this video helped you out. If you like it, go ahead and share with your friends, subscribe, and like I said, I'll leave a link so you can go to Ikea and find this little bad boy for $5 to add to your little camp, prepping, whatever you want to do with it. Alright guys, this has been the Texan Camper. Catch you guys on the flip side.